Hey, you made it. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're doing okay. Let's take a look at what we're going to do today. We're going to build a cozy house. Slow and steady, brick by brick. Actually not slow. Video's going to be sped up because probably don't want to look at this for hours, and it took some hours to build this thing. This is the cozy house. I didn't realize that it was going to be quite so nostalgic, but brings back a lot of childhood memories. Made me feel warm and fuzzy. Made me feel safe. Thinking about those memories, I don't know, the nostalgia just kicked in for me, so let's get into it. I hope you like it, and I hope it can bring some comforting memories to you. So let's see. Any house, like people, like buildings, have a foundation. As we start with this foundation, this actually goes deeper than just the foundation of the house. While it's may only be bricks, it's grass, it's the dirt. It is the beginning. We start in the grass and the dirt. That actually makes me think of when I was a kid. I would constantly play outside in the grass and the dirt. Sometimes ugh, making and eating mud pies. Now thinking of that is just gross, but I did eat mud. We put in the floors. That made me think of falling asleep on the carpet, watching TV. Who knows what show I might have been watching. And actually waking up the next morning and watching cartoons. That was when Saturday was the day for cartoons. You couldn't just watch cartoons 24/7. I lived in a lot of places as a kid, but my memories are really drawn to two places. One was a house, one was a fourplex or whatever they're called. I don't know that that's really a word, like a duplex with two, but it's four. I don't know, is that a quadplex? I don't know, but both of these places in my memory were two-story houses. Had some good memories, and part of those memories were good friends in both places. Felt welcome, pretty much always felt safe. These are like some cozy bricks early in my foundation, these memories. Most of the houses I lived in growing up were two-story houses. We moved a lot, but somehow having those stairs seemed familiar, I guess, because, like I said, almost everywhere I lived had stairs. Somehow I feel like it made me strong. It was exciting to run up the steps and run down the steps and jump up the steps and jump down the steps and unfortunately sometimes fall up and down the steps. That wasn't great, but it's still a memory. This house, this cozy house, has two levels too, although you have to imagine the stairs though, because this cozy house, although it's two levels, doesn't actually have stairs. It's okay. See, we've got some windows, got some doors. One thing I remember, a fond memory from when I was a kid, is looking down those stairs and imagining the day I was going to have, how awesome it was going to be. If I had my way, they would all be amazing days. I would run and climb and play with my friends. Outside was exciting and fun. Inside was exciting and fun, but a little bit less so. There was no running and jumping, although I did it anyway. But inside always felt like home because my mom made sure it felt like home. Even when times were tough, she made sure that everything was steady. Had a routine most of the time. Something else that you'll see is there's going to be a chimney on top. and inside there's a fireplace. It's small, but I love fireplaces. And in the last few places I've lived as an adult, I always want to have a house that has a fireplace. I live in somewhere that's really hot. Probably going to use that fireplace 2 times a year, but I always want to have one. Fireplaces are inviting. We should probably gather around fireplaces more. Sit in front of the fire, just staring, realizing that although the fire is in constant motion, and if you actually touch it, you're going to get burned. Somehow it still feels inviting and still, I guess. I could stare at a fire for hours. Even in this toy house, the fireplace still seems like it makes it more real. Like these people living in this house are going to stay warm. They're going to be safe too, you know? Like someone cared enough to make the house have heat. Like fake heat, but it's heat. Remember those feelings from a kid when you would wake up to the smell of breakfast? Pancakes and eggs and bacon and coffee. Now the coffee wasn't for me, but the coffee was for my mom. And that's what it makes me think of when I smell coffee, is those mornings waking up and I smell her coffee because I knew she was awake and I would run to her. Although, I guess you could call it a side effect. I hated it when I was old enough to be assigned to kitchen chores, but the food was still amazing. What if these bricks had the smell of breakfast? That would be cool, but somebody would probably try to eat them. That wouldn't go well. Maybe a few would be okay, but I feel like eventually some explorative person, explorative, that's not a word, some adventurous person would eat too many and have to go to the emergency room because something's going on in their gut, but we'll move on. I would get up and start moving around, run down the steps, go find my mom. She would start cooking. A little bit later, or sometimes before me, my siblings would be up, start moving around, footsteps coming down the steps. There was just a nice routine there. It definitely felt safe, even though it was, I guess, ordinary when you think about it, but those memories make me feel safe for sure. As I mentioned, you can't see them here because we're imagining stairs in this cozy house. But stairs have memories too. More foundational, cozy bricks, one memory at a time to build on your own personal journey. When I was really young, before my siblings were born, I would wake up early. The whole house would be quiet, sit in the window or the door, just waiting. For the garbage man, oh, I loved to get up and watch for the garbage man. I don't know why, but it was my dream to be a garbage man. Well, I do know why. Those trucks are incredible. I wanted to ride on the back of there, hanging on with one hand, waving at the kids in the neighborhood, jump off that truck, throw the trash in, hit the button, make it all squish down, jump back on the truck, just driving with the wind blowing. Although, I guess there's some danger there too, but that was a fun memory. Waking up, running to the window or the door. It was like a schedule. I tried to stay on that schedule, no matter what was going on. How weird is it that that seems like it was a promise or something, like, and I guess that gives a lot of credibility to the garbage man. I know that because I imagine that's a tough job. And, when I think about it now, it's kind of funny how something that simple can feel so big as a child. Like, I wanted to be a garbage man and ride on the back of that truck because it was going to be amazing. But my mom never gave me a hard time or told me no or laughed. She just said I could be anything I wanted, anything I could imagine. She said that a lot to me. And even now, I definitely believe her. From the dirt to the grass to the floors to the walls, the ceiling, and then the roof overhead. It's all part of the home, right? Soft chair in the corner, and it better be a recliner because I don't want to sit in some regular chair. And interestingly, probably won't even recline because I like to just sit in the cozy chair. When I'm tired, I guess I would recline and take a nap, and then somebody in my family would wake me up and say, hey, go lay in your bed, it's more comfortable. But whether it's a recliner, a book on the table, plant in the windowsill, toys spread across the floor, doesn't matter because home isn't just one single place, one single element, one single piece of furniture or anything like that. It's what you make of it. It's a feeling, and even though we moved around a lot, that feeling was always with me and us because my mom made sure it did. She always provided love and made the walls feel warm. Routines and memories are the building blocks that make rooms and houses feel like homes. They feel lived in as you build memories and make them last as long as you possibly can and share those memories with others. You might have a memory like that, a sound, a smell, a time when things felt still, like sitting in front of the fireplace. Maybe this cozy little house can remind you of that too, or maybe it's helping you build your own memories now, brick by brick. Either way, I hope you know that you are welcome. Hope you feel safe. Thank you for letting me keep you company. Now breathe and relax.